John 11 depicts the raising of Lazarus. Lazarus and Jesus were super tight. They were bros. Okay, and also Lazarus' sister, whose name is Martha, and her friend Mary. They were all very close. Okay, these are like the goon squad of Jesus. Very good friends, like outside of the disciples. So Jesus is not in Judea, all right, but Lazarus is in Judea. Okay, so Jesus is off doing ministry somewhere else. He's evangelizing, spreading the good news, right? And he receives a word that Lazarus, one of his best buds, who's living in Judea, is dying, right? Judea is actually where Jesus was most recently, and he was people attempted to kill Jesus in Judea. So this is a big deal, very dangerous place for Jesus to be returning to, but he goes back anyways. By the time he gets there, Lazarus has been dead already, very sad, for 4 days, and he's in a tomb. Jesus talks to Martha, says, Martha, I'm really sorry about Lazarus. Do you believe that I am the Son of God? Do you believe I am the Messiah? And Martha says, yes, I do. So because of Martha's faith, Jesus walks up to the tomb, asks them to remove the stone, and then commands that Lazarus come out of the tomb. Lazarus, of course, he wakes up from his death, comes out of the tomb, and people are amazed. So this is very important. This is kind of the climax of the book of signs, is what it's called. This is Jesus, performing miracles and kind of bringing people into his glory, showing people that he is the Son of God. And this is the climax because this is the turning point where the Pharisees and the Sadducees and all the high priests and the Jewish leaders, they decide that, okay, this needs to stop. We're going to plot to kill Jesus. And Jesus knows this, right? He's returning to Judea. He knows the risk. And so it's very emotional for everybody. His friends probably also know that once he performs this miracle, there's going to be no turning back, right? And so Jesus does it anyway. And he shows his power over death and over sin. So I want to talk a little bit about the connection between death and sin. Sin is intimately connected to death. We ask ourselves all the time, why do we sin? Why do we keep making the same mistakes over and over again? And it's really connected to the fact that we are mortal, right? We choose to do sinful things because we are attached to this idea that we're only going to live for so long. So when we choose to give in to our greed, right, we are attaching ourselves to physical things. When we give in to our lust, we're attaching ourselves to physical, earthly things that are only related to our physical life. So our sin is intimately connected to our death. So when Jesus conquers death, this is him showing his ultimate power over sin, over death, his ability to forgive sins, to defeat death, and basically, erase all the sins of Adam and Eve in the garden. So, yeah, it's pretty cool stuff.